How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Solid Creative Design. In this episode, we are going to discuss images. Now, the reason why we're going to talk about images is because as graphic designers start on their journey, we don't really think about the legal side of things. We just want to create a really nice design. We want to get it delivered to the client. We want the client to be happy, and we want to move on to the next project. But it's not as simple as that. When I first started designing, I was just going to Google Images and just grabbing whatever image I could find that I thought would work for my project, and I would use it on my project. Now the problem with this is that, just like anything else, images are copywritten, and if you don't have the rights to use that image, what can happen is that the photographer or company who owns the image can come to you once the design is created and put out into the world. They can come to you and they can say, look, you're using this image, we own the right to this image, so you have to either take your design down, or you have to change the image in the design. Now this is not okay, but it's easy to change if it's digital. Now let's say the client already printed the design, right? He printed hundreds or thousands of copies of it, and now you have to go to the client. You're gonna tell him, hey, we need to update the design, and this means that you have to reprint everything. This can turn into a huge expense. So this is a really important topic. It might not be as fun, but we definitely need to discuss this, and we as graphic designers is something that we definitely need to keep in mind. And I'm going to show you two of my top free websites where I go to get free high quality images. Yeah, free high quality images, so you don't even have to pay for them, and you have the rights to use them on pretty much any type of design that you want. We'll also go over my top paid website where I go to buy images, but that's if the client has a bigger budget and he's able to pay you to buy images. So my top free website is called Unsplash. So we're going to jump here into the computer, and we are going to check it out. Unsplash is a great website. I love it. They have a great variety of images, and I use it on a lot of projects that I work on where the client doesn't have a big budget and I need to pull high quality images. So the way it works is that, let's say I'm working on a campaign for a company, for a forest company or something. We'll look for a forest image. We'll look for the forest image. I'll find the forest image that I like, right? I'll look at it. Perfect image. Download it. Now here's the thing. You're not required to pay for this. It's a completely free high quality image. The only thing that the website does ask you to do, if you want. Now if you look down here, it says crediting isn't required, but appreciated and allows photographers to gain exposure. So you can credit the photographer who took the picture that you're using in your design. You don't have to, but that's the only thing that they ask. If you could do, you don't have to pay, which is it's a really good thing, especially for all of you guys who are starting to design and need high quality images, and you don't want to worry about someone coming down the road and saying, I own this image, you need to update your design and take it down. This is a great website to use. Then you go to the once the image is downloaded, you go to the file path where the images download on your browser, on your machine. And then, for example, here I go to show Finder, and here it is, high quality free image for me to use on any type of design that I want. Amazing. It's amazing. Now let's say this website doesn't contain the image that I'm looking for, or doesn't have the type of image that I'm looking for. The second website that I use is Pixabay. So if we go here to Pixabay, again, same, it's free high quality images that you can just download and use on any type of product. So let's say I need a forest image. I click on I type forest, I look for an image that I want to use. Oh, this one's pretty sick one. And then this is the difference between Pixabay and Unsplash, is that if you click on free download, it'll give you an option to download free different sizes of the image. So let's say you need it for, I don't know, for like an Instagram banner or whatever. you can download the 1280 by 675. Now I personally download the highest quality image that I can, because why wouldn't you want the highest quality image? I just, if I can get a huge file, high quality, I want it. So I mean, I'll take that any day. But let's say in this case scenario, your computer is almost full and you can't download high quality images, then you go here, you click on download. We'll download that one in this case. You want to click on not a robot. Maybe in the future I'll be, but not right now. And then download. Once it's downloaded, again you click on showing Finder, and voila, high quality image. Beautiful, and it's free. Now let's say the client can't afford to buy images. He comes to you and he says, look, I have this budget to pay you for this design, and I have this budget aside to buy images. The website that I like to use a lot, and the reason why I like to use these websites is because they have a ton of images, of all sorts of images, is Shutterstock. So if we go here to Shutterstock, you'll see that they have a ton of images. Like the thing with Shutterstock is that you have to buy a plan, and you have to find a plan that best works for you. So if we go to plans, I'm not getting paid by this, by the way. Like, we as graphic designers, we need to invest in order for our work to be quality. So like I said before, fonts, we need to buy fonts, we need to buy, of course, a good computer, you need to pay for Photoshop, you need to you don't need to buy images, but I mean, if the client's budget allows it, then by all means buy images. This is the top website that I use. I'm sure there are other websites that you guys might have heard of or might use. This is just one that I personally like, Shutterstock. So let's say the client only needs 2 images, right? You might want to buy just this 2 image for $29, which comes out to $14.50 per image. That's 2 images. Let's say you're creating a banner, you're creating a single cover, you're creating promotional graphics, and you only need to buy 2 images. This would be good for you. Now let's say you're working on a brochure and you need around 7-10 images. You might want to buy this plan, which is $30 a month. They give you 10 images per month. And if you're going to be designing a lot of projects for clients, and you're going to be needing a lot of high quality images, this plan might work for you. Again, like with different designers have different clients, the different amount of works. So based on your workload and the type of clients that you get, you gotta decide which plan best suits you. If you want to buy images, you don't have to. You can use the other 2 websites. I use all sorts of websites. I use the 2 that I just went over, which are free, but I also use Shutterstock, all depending on the project, all depending on the client's budget that they have for the project. Now, one good thing about Shutterstock, and that I like a lot, is that since they're paid images, the images are more exclusive, so you're less likely to see the images being used on other designs on the web. Whereas the other ones, even though not a lot of graphic designers use that, because a lot of designers use Google to get images, there's a good amount of designers that use Unsplash and Pixabay, so you might see the image that you use floating around on another design. It's not really likely, but it could happen. Whereas Shutterstock, since you have to pay for them, not a lot of people are willing to pay for them, so they're more exclusive. So that's one thing that I do like, and that I let the client know, and then they can decide which route they want to go. Those are my top 2 free websites and my top paid website when it comes to getting images from the web. Remember, when you're going to use an image in the design, you want to make sure that you are not going to run into any copyright issues with the owner of the image. It's not likely to happen, but it can happen. It's happened to me before, back when I had no idea what all this was all about. It's happened to several designers. Some designers have even been taken to court because of this. So now that you're starting to design, you want to make sure that everything you do is is good, so that you don't have to run into any of these issues. Yeah, hopefully this helped you guys with figuring out where to go to get free images, why you should worry about it, and also a nice website where you can get high quality images, and high quality images equals high quality designs, which that should always be your goal. So until the next one, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like the video if this video helped you a lot. If you do have another website that you use and it's not one of these 3 websites, please leave it in the comments. I want to see what other type of websites you guys use. And yeah, until the next, man, peace.